And then I joined University of Nottingham in UK to pursue my master's degrees in advanced nursing. And today my topic is I graduated 2014.
Okay.
Okay. So my topic is does physical activity as an intervention have a positive or negative impact on children and adolescents with congenital heart diseases? A systematic review. Actually, it was my dissertation or thesis for the master's degree. So, and these are my outlines. This study is a systematic review of the impact of physical activity for children and adolescents with congenital heart disease. An important feature of this review is to analyze different types of physical activities of exercise training, including rehabilitation programs, and relate their effect on the children and adolescents with congenital heart disease compared to a control group or healthy children. So, and here are some literature reviews that indicate the importance actually of the population that considering CHD, that consider CHD as a vital health research topic among children and adolescents. In UK, one of every 180 children are born with CHD. Moreover, there is 40,000 children are born with CHD every year in the United States of America. And globally, cardiovascular diseases and congenital heart disease are the most common cause of death, and with an estimation of 17.3 million of mortality rate. So, the duration and intensity of physical activity varies according to the health and the age of the child, yet it is recommended by British Heart Foundation that both children and adolescents should practice in not less than 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity per day. Moreover, the foundation encourages the parents to involve their children who are diagnosed with CHD to be included or to be involved in a wide range of physical activities. However, the child should stop and get rest if the child feels dizzy, become breathless, experience palpitation, become flu, or complain of severe headache. So, reviewing the literature motivated me to systematically review the studies which looked at direct impact of physical activity on children with congenital heart diseases. Thus, the aim of my study was to provide a solid body of evidence received from high-quality studies regarding the impact of physical activity on children and adolescents with CHD. And these are my objectives. Moving to the method, following a strict eligibility criteria as follows. All quantitative or relevant quantitative studies were included in this review. All qualitative review and non-English studies were excluded. Children and adolescents, male or female, in age group between 5 and 20 years old, who are diagnosed with CHD pre and post cardiac surgeries were included. Other than these age groups or other than these criteria were excluded. As an intervention, any type of physical activity such as running, walking, aerobics, physical education at school were included, and children with physical disability or unconscious children were excluded. Outcome measures that were included are the measures of exercise, tolerance, muscle strength, and cardiac function improvement. Okay, what about the methodology of my review? Firstly, the studies were selected according to the eligibility criteria. Then, the studies the hard and soft copies were collected, then a reading and rereading of each study separately, next data extraction and data collection. Finally, the data were appraised using Pedro scale. Okay, in study selection, there were 3 stages were followed. Actually, stage 1, 172 studies founded primarily according to the title and abstract of relevant studies. Stage 2, the studies were looked at again to select all quantitative studies. 25 studies were obtained as potentially relevant studies. The final step was selecting studies according to the eligibility criteria of the review. In order to decide whether or not they should be included, only 8 studies were selected for this review. Okay, regarding the data, the method of data extraction, physiotherapy evidence database or PEDR scale was used to highlight the findings from the included studies and assist in the presentation of the results. The data extracted included the title of the study, the year of and the country of the publication, the population demographic data, it includes the study methods and outcome measures as well. Okay, this table, I know it's big, but I will not read it all. So this table presents the data extracted using Pedro scale. So the included studies were from between the years of 2000 and 2013. The studies have been undertaken in several countries across USA and Europe, like France, Northern Ireland, Denmark, Sweden, Taiwan, and Western Australia. They were held in hospital, outpatient clinics, home-based training programs, and cardiology clinics in hospitals. All studies included in this review were quantitative studies. There were 3 RCTs, or randomized controlled trials, 3 prospective studies, 2 cross-sectional studies, and a survey study. Participants were in the age group between 5 and 20 years old, or participants were from both genders, male and female. Studies intervention included a cardiopulmonary exercise test, or CPT, physical rehabilitation program, 6-minute walk test, and measuring the total energy expenditure. Outcomes that were measured, exercise tolerance level, improving cardiac function, quality of life, and peripheral muscular performance. As in the results of this review, each paper were assembled and synthesized to deliver an effective answer to the research question. The results of the included studies were analyzed under 3 main domains, which are the physical activity, muscle performance and oxygenation, and cardiopulmonary exercise test. Pedro scale was used again as a critical appraisal tool. This scale was chosen to be used in this review because it fits with quantitative study, particularly with randomized controlled trial, and it is found to be comprehensive in the assessment criteria. Pedro scale includes criteria such as eligibility criteria specification, randomization, concealment of allocation, blinding of subjects, measurements of outcome, and result, and whether the study has provided measures of variability or not. Each study then were scored out of 11 to determine the level of quality of the study. Okay, this table briefly demonstrates the assessment of the included studies according to the 11 criteria of Pedro scale, showing the score given in each aspect. So here, each aspect, I've divided the table in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. Each column has certain criteria. First, the eligibility criteria, random allocation, concealment, and blinding, and key outcomes. So in each aspect, the study was scored separately and then followed by the total score out of 11. Um, Only one study was scored as the highest, 11 out of 11. 4 studies were scored as 7 out of 11. The lowest score was 6 out of 11 for the other 3 studies. So this is the study which had the highest score. As it's shown, and as you can see, some of the studies had 0 scoring in randomization and blinding and allocation, concealment allocation, which led to a total low score of the study quality. Moving to the results of the included studies. In a cross-sectional study, the study concluded that 6-minute walk test is a beneficial tool for children and with congenital heart diseases to assess their exercise tolerance. Also, it was shown that initially children with CHD have lower physical fitness than the healthy children. However, walking test, distance, and tolerance of exercise have improved after training for children with CHD. The other study indicated that physical training improved the physical fitness in children with CHD. There were a significant increase in physical activity in children with CHD who had undergone exercise training. The RCT study indicated that exercise training is safe and beneficial for children and adolescents with CHD. There were a significant increase in duration of program and performance of moderate to vigorous physical activities in the treatment group, who are the children with CHD, whereas the duration in healthy children remained the same. The other RCT demonstrated that e-health internet and mobile application it does really encourage children and adolescents with CHD to participate in exercise and improve their physical fitness. Moreover, there were no significant difference found between the healthy children and children with CHD in the physical activity level and the other 3 studies. Regarding the muscle performance and oxygenation, interestingly, the findings demonstrated that there was a significant improvement in muscle measurements shown in the children with CHD, and they had quicker reoxygenation than the control group or the healthy field. There were 3 studies considered CPAT as an intervention. All of them have proven that their exercise tolerance has been improved after training. No significant difference were found between the 2 groups in performing CPAT. Therefore, they concluded that children with CHD and healthy children had the same level of exercise, physical fitness, and physical activity. In discussing the results of physical activity and exercise capacity and tolerance, we found that performing physical activities and exercise training are effective in improving the exercise training capacity, tolerance, and muscle strength among children with CHD. This positive effect on muscles was further demonstrated by another study which examined the muscle strength and endurance after performing physical activities in children between age of 6 and 18 years old with several health conditions. Interestingly, in the studies reviewed, there were no differences found between children and adolescents with CHD and their healthy peers in performing physical activities, activity level, physical fitness, and tolerance after the exercise training program. Thus, it can be speculated that children with CHD would be as active as their healthy peer if they engaged in exercise training program. Regarding the impact of physical activity on cardiopulmonary function, it is demonstrated by other studies that exercise testing is an important tool to be used to manage children with CHD. This review has shown that increasing the exercise exercise tolerance and capacity, and strengthening muscles would enhance cardiac function and oxygenation without further harm and improve quality of life. Thus, improvement in physical fitness is associated with the improvement of cardiovascular function by improving cardiac output, body circulation, and oxygenation. So, overall, this review concluded that children and adolescents with CHD are positively affected by performing physical activities and exercise training. As for recommendation for future plans, although the available literature shows the benefits of exercise for CHD patients, there has been a lack of number of studies undertaking this topic. There is a need for high-quality studies in this topic. Very few randomized controlled trials were found, and binding and education of concealment were not considered in most of the reviewed studies. Also, it would be helpful to conduct more studies which compare two or more types of exercises in regard with their effectiveness on CHD. Some of the reviewed studies excluded conditions such as post-cardiac surgeries and severe cardiac conditions. This leads to a recommendation for further studies considering a wide range of severity in congenital heart diseases. For any more information or for references, please contact me on this email address and feel free to ask me questions. Thank you.